guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Ready.
What's going on, everyone? ANCAP24 here from HuddleGG. And in today's video, we're going to show you a really nice play that beats all coverages that comes out of the single back doubles. Now, if this is the first time checking out our channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also hit that bell notification to make sure that you never miss any of our uploads. Now, we did a video about a week ago, and it was about this 0-1 trap play. It's something in which my son had shown me. I put it as a video, and I got overwhelmingly so many positive comments that they used it and loved it. And a lot of the comments had asked, hey, can we get a pass play that can help us with this and have just a 1-2 punch, something that I can go to and beat all coverages that I can mix in when I'm in single back doubles. So I wanted to do this play. It comes out of the Falcons playbook, which has both the 0-1 trap and this play. This is found in a couple other playbooks as well. I just don't know if they have the combination of 0-1 trap and PA draw shot, but it definitely does have it. So this PA draw shot play, I love it because I'm going to show you how to beat all coverages using the same setup. And being able to kind of know that you've got great success when it comes to mixing this in with the 0-1 trap. So the first thing I'm going to do is go against cover 2. And the setup that we're going to do is we're going to put A on the running back on a swing. If you've got a flat route, got Hot Route Master or running back apprentice, use the flat route. But if you don't, use the swing route. Now, what happens here is against all your zones, your A is going to get open on the left-hand side because what's going to happen is the slot wheel is going to take either curl flat or cloud flat up the field. If they're in hard flats, then you're going to throw it to the Y. Okay, and we'll show you all that. So here's cover 2, and what you're going to see is that this A is going to go across the field, and because of the way that the slot wheel takes the curl flat away, you're going to have an easy throw to the tight end, and that's typically the guy I'm going to throw against all zones. And you'll see here that this 19 is going to go up the field. He's going to take this cloud flat. He's going to make him turn, get him out of his zone, and we're going to throw it there and take advantage that he's not there, turn up the field, and get yourself 15 to 20 yards pretty easily, right? If you want to wait longer and say potentially that the user takes away the A receiver, the B will be open behind him. It is a little bit longer of a throw, so you do want to make sure that you get your players to be held up. But you can see how that's the same play. We're going to get a little bit more yards, but technically speaking, you're taking a little bit of a risk for that your O-line will hold up. That was against cover 2. Now we're going to go against cover 3, and it's going to be the same exact thing. And it's quick. We can look at the A. As soon as the guy passes his first zone, throw it to him, get up the field, and you're going to get that same exact reaction from the curl flat defender. Same thing will happen against cover 4 drop, where they have those curl flats. So it's going to beat all those coverages that you're normally going to see against single back doubles and have a lot of success with it. Like I mentioned before, if they're in any type of hard flats where they're playing underneath coverage, then what you're going to notice is that they're going to take away the underneath, but now the Y is going to get open over here, right? So you just want to look at that left defender. If he plays on the line of scrimmage, then you know they're in hard flats, and you're going to be able to hit that guy up the field. So that's a really good way of just doing a 1-2 read, right? Now, man coverage is something that's very, very tough to beat, especially in MUT, just because of the way that you can put abilities on players. It's just it gets OP. This play is really nice because I really like the way that the crossing route works, and I'm just going to go ahead and show it to you real quick here. I got cover 2 man, and this B route does a really good job of getting inside leverage. I would say that you're definitely higher than 50-50 that he beats him, but even when he doesn't beat him that much, you can definitely throw this ball inside and get good leverage. I'm going against Gilmore, who's got one step ahead. He's got great man. He's just one of those guys that's really tough to beat. But we're going to show it to you against him, and then I'll flip it and show it with Scantling versus who doesn't have any great route running against a normal corner, and we kind of show you the difference. So my reads are always B first, because he does often beat his player. If he doesn't, then I'm going to toss it to A, and I'll show you why it works so well with A on instant replay, and we'll go here. So let's look at the B first. Does he beat his man? He does, right? And we get there, and we throw it down there. Even with one step ahead, we're able to get a little bit of yards there. I'm going to flip the play, go against man coverage here, just so you can see, normal versus normal, right? And that's a lot of times if you guys are playing regs or CFM, this is what you're going to get. We're just going to flip the play here. Let's see this X player. He's going to go across the field. And you can see how much more yards you're going to get with this route, just because he doesn't have one step ahead. That's really the only thing that's keeping Gilmore on him, right? Now, the second route here is this A route. And the reason why the A route works so well is because they're actually man switching. Man switching meaning is the left player here is actually Duger, who's a safety. He's supposed to cover the running back. This guy's supposed to cover the tight end. When the running back goes to the right, they're going to switch their players. And it's kind of a slow transition to where the A usually, that was really just not a great, the guy got held up, but I'll show it to you again here. What ends up happening a lot is there's just a slow transition, right? The slow transition is basically, and if hopefully he doesn't hit his player this time, where he's going to the right, now he's going there. See how he just kind of, where did the guy go type deal? And that's what often happens. Just because they're in the middle of transitioning the switch, kind of like where cover 4 palms, you can beat people over the top a lot, because even though they're covering the right person, because they're switching assignments, I just there's a slow transition there. This play does the same thing. I'll show it to you one more time with cover 2 man. All I'm looking for is that the tight end does not hit the player. If they see how he hit the player and allowed it, you could still throw it, but for the most part, as long as he doesn't hit the player going to the right, then he's going to have a kind of a speed advantage, okay? So those are the routes that I'm really looking for on man. Now, there is one more. If somebody's playing more of a cover 1 style where they've got one guy in the deep blue here, let's just say they're taking the right receiver, putting him in the deep blue, and taking the left guy and putting him on a curl flat just because they know that crosser is going from right to left, or they're waiting on some type of corner route, you can hit this X route. Now, I don't suggest that you try to force this X route all the time because it does take a long time, and because this play doesn't have a really quick drop back, you're going to be waiting on this for a while as far as the line, but you can make it work. Waiting on this, and I just basically, unfortunately, threw out a sack there. But that player will be open. If you can move the pocket, say you got a mobile quarterback, it's going to work a lot better. I'm just trying to force this for the sake of the video here. But it is something that will work for you. And it's something that I will go to when I've been using this play. But it's just something that, like I was mentioning before, is not something that you want to force because it does have to have a hold on. See, I did double team that guy. I'm going to try to get this to this X here. And you can see that the guy will get inside leverage. He didn't have a great route that time. Sometimes if I feel like he's not having a great route, I'll smart route him. And what smart routing him does, to be honest with you, is he's just going to make his cut quicker. And it's going to be a nice option for you. So let's see if we can just do this one time here. We're going to double team the outside player. I want to make sure that I give you a good representation of how that bomb could work. But again, it's not something that I rely on. It's just kind of a bonus. But I want to make sure that you know that it's there in case you need it. So let's do this. Let's hold this guy over. We're going to go to the right. You can see how the X, has a step on him, and you can throw it to him and get the one play score. So, it's something that, like I said, you're going to have to really plan on doing and taking a shot, but it's not something that I think that you should run your offense through. It's just kind of a nice bonus. But you can see how this play beats cover 2, beats cover 3. It's going to beat cover 4 the same way with those matching principles, and it has a lot of options to beat man. So I would definitely suggest pairing this up with the 0-1 trap if you're having a lot of fun with that, in order just to have a nice 1-2 punch to move the ball out of this formation.